We got Hawaii going on the road to take on UNLV. It's an 8:30 Mountain Time game on FS1 for Hawaii. Besides a slip up against San Jose State a couple of weeks ago, they've been rolling in hot. Uh, proving that they are just as much of a threat as any other team. You know, through these final stretches of Mountain West play. 7-3 on the season, 4-2 in conference play, and they're taking on a UNLV team that has been vulnerable all throughout the season. They've found ways in crunch time to come out on top on most of those games. Besides against Boise State in New Mexico this year, they are 8-2 on the season, 4-2 in conference play as well. They're one of 6 teams that will be left going into this week with a chance of being in Mountain West title game. Both of these teams, this is pretty much it for them. Whoever loses this game on Friday will be out of the Mountain West title running. Both of these teams need this win, and it's going to be an intriguing matchup, seeing as they're both style of play. UNLV comes in this 2.5-point favorites. The over/under on this is 64.5. It has the makings of a high-scoring shootout, exchanging touchdown after touchdown. The team that makes the most mistakes, and so far this season that's been UNLV, may end up losing this game. Despite some slip-ups in the past couple of weeks, Anthony Calandra is still a legitimate quarterback in Mountain West. The lack of Jaden Thomas in their overtime win against Utah State was noticeable. They definitely need him to just have the offense running in its most effective way. Mike Alajado's been playing really well, 2,300 yards passing on the season, 18 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He may have the passing tool set to expose UNLV's defense. It's going to be intriguing the way they do these little out route passes. It's been effective, and UNLV's defense can get torn apart from a quarterback like that. For the Rebels, they're going to rely on Adelaide and McDuffie to pressure Alejado the best they can, make sure his throws aren't accurate, and just force a hurry pass to hopefully come up with one of their signature turnovers. Both these teams are coming off of great wins last week. Overtime win over against Utah State that they took advantage of the Aggies' poor kicking abilities to get the win. As for Hawaii, big victory against San Diego State a couple weeks ago, 38-6. That's against the top team in the Mountain West, so that has to boast well for the Rainbow Warriors coming into this game. They also are able to handle Utah State with much more ease than UNLV did most recently. 44-26 victory there. Just a slip up against San Jose State, who's proven to be just a huge mystery. They've got big wins against New Mexico and this Hawaii team, but the rest of the way they looked sloppy and turnover prone. What do you take away from that? I think it was a slip up on Hawaii's part, but they are clearly good enough to be in this top echelon of the Mountain West. UNLV comes in this averaging 36 points per game. They're +7 on the turnover ratio. As for Hawaii, they're 30 points per game. They're -4 on the turnover ratio. Hawaii has an offense I think could expose UNLV. At the same time, UNLV's offense is good enough to match score for score. It's really going to come down to how many points the Rebels let up, what they allow Alejado and guys like Landon Sims do to extend the ball, drive it downfield. This is the first game where sort of the dominoes will fall in the favor of a certain team. The loser of this game's still going to a bowl game, but they will not be able to be in the top 2 at the end of the season. Right now, I lean towards UNLV at home. It's not necessarily how UNLV starts. They finish well, 8-2 on the season to prove that. And I just think even despite all their faults, they still may be a step ahead of a Hawaii team, taking advantage of a home field advantage. Hawaii certainly isn't a juggernaut team. They do play good football, and they've been playing good football down the stretch. I like to think this is going to be a sort of a pick'em type game where they're going to be exchanging a lot of scores. The team that makes the first mistake may end up losing this game. It's going to be, can Alejado use that air raid attack and and pass effectively? And for UNLV, will they be able to run the ball the way they want to? If they had, I think Kalandra's going to be a big part with his, not only throwing the ball but with his feet. I think Jaden Thomas has to be healthy and in this game for UNLV to win it. If Thomas is in this game, he's a real threat against Hawaii, and I don't know if Hawaii's going to be able to stop him. I think adding him in with Kevon Lee along with Calandra, I think it's going to be a little too much for the Rainbow Warriors running the ball. I think this is going to produce one of the best games of the season for Mountain West play. A game that has huge implications. A game that I'm going to dive into just the overall implications, in the final 2 weeks for Mountain West play in another video. It's going to be a good matchup. You mix that all in there with F1 weekend in Vegas, it's going to be a lot of fireworks. I'm hoping it's just a good, clean game. I hope all the stars are healthy. I hope it's a real shootout, and we get a true winner in this game. It's Hawaii going on the road to take on UNLV. It's an 8:30 Mountain Time game on FS1. Be sure to check this one out.